Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's your boy Devon, Debb G Grant. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick about a novel that I recently had published that you can find online at barnesandnoble.com. It's called Who is Devon Grant? The novel is an autobiography. It's fictional in the sense that characters' names that's in the novel have been changed to protect the identity of individuals that the characters represent in the novel. The main character in the novel, Devon Grant, myself, explains his life and the world around him from his perspective. The novel goes into detail about accomplishments, obstacles, plots, intimacy, motives, ignorance, failures, and the way of thinking of the main character, myself, Devon Grant. What inspired me to write this novel was a week that I was in the field, in the range, at the range doing a little shooting and trying to qualify, because I'm currently in the army. If you don't know, I'm currently in the army. Uh, but while on that bus, while on that big chalk stick, riding out to the field, I had my headphones, had my beats in my ear, listening to an autobiography that the late prodigy of Mobb Deep wrote before he deceased. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Prodigy from Mobb Deep, but he passed away sometime now, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And the thing about it, while I was reading his autobiography, My Infamous Life, it 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 was like 6, 7 years after he deceased, and it kind of wowed me that I'm sitting here reading this man's book, and he no longer exists amongst us, and he's still catching the attention of other people like myself and inspiring other people like myself to do greater things in life. So as I read his autobiography, My Infamous Life, like I said, it kind of cut on a switch inside of me to where I wanted to go ahead and write a novel. This wasn't the first time that I had thoughts of writing a novel. While I was in college, I actually began to write a novel, an autobiography. I don't think I got past chapter 2 and got busy. Life. You know how life happens to you, and I lost the book, lost all my writing that I had so far for that book. But I always had a passion ever since then to actually publish a book, autobiography, and put it on the market and see what it do. And I'm just blessed to be able to finally do so, and have it selling out the stores. A lot of people ask questions like, why who is Devon Grant? Why did you name it that? Well, what's the reason behind who is Devon Grant? Honestly, the reason I named the novel Who is Devon Grant, because think about it. When greeting, people usually ask you two questions when you see someone. One of those two questions would be, what is your name? The second question gonna be, how are you doing? You know, it only take a second thought to answer those two questions. I can answer that easy with my eyes shut. What is your name? My name is Devon Grant. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. But what about followed by those two questions? They ask you a third question. Who are you? Damn, now I'm tongue tied because now it takes thought before I give a response to answer this question. Who are you? Who is Devon Grant? That's what made me write this book, Who is Devon Grant? And if you happen to purchase this book, I go into detail about exactly who I am and my ways of thinking or why I wrote my book. You can purchase this novel at barnesandnoble.com, paperback, or you can get the ebook version. The asking price at Barnes and Noble is $12.95. I'll leave some information in the comment section in case you want to go online today or tomorrow and purchase this book. Once again, it's a great book. I read it maybe 2 or 3 times already myself. You don't want to miss out on this. It's your boy, man. What else is it to say? Y'all know me. Hey man, y'all stay cool. I'm gonna cut this one short. It's your boy Debb G, man. I'm out.